Yo, what's good, YouTube? Man, it's your boy T. What's good, T fam? How y'all doing today, man? Today I got a video for y'all. Boston Celtics finessed the NBA. Now, I don't know what they gonna be talking about in here, but apparently Boston Celtics finessed the NBA. And by the way the finals going, it might be true, bro. You know what I mean? It's 2-0 right now, and it ain't looking good for Dallas. We still ain't found Kyrie. We've been looking all over. We've been looking all over, bro. We've been looking all over for Kyrie. We can't find him. I don't know where the fuck he at. At least somebody find his 3-ball or something. His 3-ball, it say 0% on it. This nigga shoot worse than D'Angelo Russell versus the Nuggets. But hey, bro, we not talking about Kyrie right now, bro. Y'all gotta relax. You know what I mean? Let's get into the video, bro.
How is it possible that one team can have so much talent?
Hey, speaking of Kyrie, get your ass dunked on. Give me that. Whack him.
Washington drives, blocked by White. Oh,
that was a foul.
A team so good that their best player, well, a team so good that people question who their best player actually is on any given night.
Well, Jalen's the best player, so...
But a team where Jason Tatum can shoot 6 of 22 from the field, and yet Boston can comfortably win an NBA Finals game. The Boston Celtics are a cheat code, and Brad Stevens has the rest of the NBA looking foolish, because through 2 games of this series, the Celtics' best player in Game 1 was Kristaps Porzingis, and their best player in Game 2 was Jrue Holiday. 2 guys Boston brought in during last year's trade period, but it was how they did it which was truly ridiculous. Okay. On the surface, if you were to just look at the Jrue Holiday trade, you'd think that's a pretty fair price given his age. But when you consider the 2 first-round picks that Boston gave up, they received in return for Kristaps Porzingis, that's when things look ridiculous.
What?
Effectively giving up Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, and Robert Williams, alongside shuffling a couple of picks for Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Now, none of those names I mentioned are bad players, but none of those guys could do what Kristaps did in Game 1 what Jrue just did in Game 2. Oh, did I mention the game-winning block was made by another player, Brad Stevens?
Bro, that's a foul, bro.
Did I mention the game-winning block was made...
You see the hand on the back, bro. Stop showing that shit. That's a foul, bro. Before I get mad, bro.
Player Brad Stevens traded for. But before we talk about Derek White, this game right here was why the Celtics traded for Jrue Holiday, making key defensive plays to go along with 26 and 11 on 80% from the field. And all of his damage was done at the rim, with 9 of those 11 buckets being layups. And if that sounds surprising, well, simply put,
how many times Tatum passed it to him?
To defend a player this talented
as a see, look, man, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, Tatum is the best player, bro. Stop with this other bullshit. Y'all listening to Jason Kidd? Jason Kidd, he just trying to throw them off their game, bro. He like we can't fuck with these niggas in no other way. So I gotta play some mind games with them. Because if we just try to hoop with these niggas, we gonna lose 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. So I'm gonna throw something in the locker room. You know, Jalen the best player. Shit, see if they go for it. See if Tatum starts shooting too many shots next game. Because they like, we can't fuck with these niggas, bro. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Every time Tatum look at this. I just happen to pause it right here. He finna let Derek White walk through, and he finna double team the hell out of Tatum. How he not the best player, and y'all double team and triple team him every time he touched the ball? Make it make sense. He had 12 assists last. He had 19 points, like 8 rebounds and 12 assists. The first game, he had? 16, 11 boards and 5 assists. He's still the best player, bro. He not getting the numbers because they double teaming him, and he not worried about putting up numbers. He know his teammates. He trusts his teammates enough where he know they gonna eat. if he getting doubled, because they can make open shots. You know what I mean? Just because the Mavericks players can't make open shots don't mean nothing. The Celtics team is crazy though. Like, they always got 5 niggas in that can hit a 3. That is insane work. But
Shooter. Take this play for example. Tatum has the ball against Luka. You see Jones at the elbow helping off Holiday. So Tatum gets in the paint, kicks it out to Drew, and watch Jones fly by as Drew then hits Gavin with a slight hesitation before driving to the rim. This has been a feature of the Mavs defense throughout the playoffs, helping off shooters to clog the paint and then forcing the weak links from the other teams to make shots. Well, the thing is, the Celtics weak links are Drew Holiday and Derek White, so you can't just aggressively close out on their 3-point shots because they will willingly put the ball on the floor.
Definitely give you a bucket for sure.
Drew gets it off the catch, and look at the Euro step to the rim. And earlier in the playoffs, people, well, Milwaukee fans in particular, were clowning Drew Holiday for his offensive struggles, and he was struggling, averaging 8 points on 36% from the field during his first 7 games. Well, the following 9 games, he's made up for it, averaging 18.7 boards and 5 assists on 60, 44, 94
Drew Holiday's nice, bro. Don't get me wrong.
And unsurprisingly, the Celtics have been unbeaten.
I don't know who let all these niggas get on the same team.
The Celtics so difficult to defend. We've seen teams like Houston play 5-out offense and countless others, but instead of having PJ Tucker and Trevor Ariza spotting up, it's Drew Holiday and Derek White, who on any given team would be capable of running the offense. I mean, just last year, Drew Holiday was averaging 20 and 7 in Milwaukee and was named an All-Star, which pretty much encapsulates this Celtics team as a whole. You have 5 players. In fact, there are players on the bench that could all produce more if they were given the opportunity. Just look at the Celtics starters numbers from last year compared to this year. But instead of worrying about those extra points per game being left on the table, they're all taking more efficient shots and ultimately winning at a level we have rarely seen in NBA history. And if there was...
Y'all know who the Celtics give me vibes of? That like 2014 Spurs team. That's the vibes I get. You got a couple all-time Hall of Fame greats. They gon' be. I'm not saying right now. They gon' be Jaylen Brown and Tatum, right? Then you got the rest of the guys, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Porzingis. The squad is just stacked. The Spurs used to be stacked. Timmy D, Tony, Ginobili, Dial, Splinter. They everybody just played their part. And that's how the Celtics play basketball, bro. So now who? Yeah. So you know what I mean? Let's. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna put that in y'all head.
The X factor on this team is
Bucket.
Game 1 put that to rest because despite the injury problems, Kristaps Porzingis is one of the most unique players in the NBA.
That's a deep
and
shot.
for Boston to just have him as a weapon they can unleash at their choosing, Brad Stevens, you are a bad man. Because going back to Game 1 of this series, you'd find it very difficult to find a more impactful 7 minutes in the first quarter of a finals game in recent memory. Not only did Porzingis hit 4 of his first 5 shots and look like a complete mismatch for Dallas offensively, but defensively, he was absolutely dominant, using that 7-3 frame to either block everything that came his way or deter every shot at the rim. And there was no
let's be honest, bro.
Of this.
Dallas don't match up with them that good. They got 2 players, and then the rest are just like the role players. Like, they don't have anybody else that can step up. And Kyrie, not here. Kyrie ain't even entered the lobby yet. You know what I mean? He not here yet. So it's really it's a 1v5 out there on offense. Damn near on defense too, because they can't guard either. I really don't know how they made it to the finals. We being real. Boston make them look bad. That's just not a good matchup. Timberwolves, Nuggets, or Thunder would have all been better matchups. But we only 2 games in. Let me calm down, bro. Maybe they win Game 3 and Game 4.
than the end of the first quarter. Josh Green gets the steal.
It's looking like a
just Porzingis to beat
Celtics
in the
in
open
5
court,
type
you'd
deal,
think
though.
Green might have the advantage given his supreme athleticism, but watch KP track back the entire way, and whilst running backwards, he's able to contort his body and swat Green at the rim. Or just look at him in transition.
Bro, he's
here,
supposed to
where
be able to
again,
do
it's a
that, bro. He's
one-on-one. PJ
7'3".
Washington tries to go into the chest of KP, but he absorbs the hit and forces a very tough miss. All throughout game 1 and in spurts during game 2, Kristaps put a lid on the rim for Dallas, which is particularly important when you consider outside of Luka and Kyrie, this is a team built on their ability to finish at the rim with all of the athleticism they have on that roster.
Yeah, this team is crazy, bro.
Explosive
I can't lie.
Gafford was
I don't even know what to say.
absolutely annihilated by KP on this play.
I ain't even got no
Derrick
excuses.
Jones Jr., where you see
They're
KP's
nasty.
ability to initially help Derek White on the drive before then
You have to do a
rotating over
floater, bro.
and blocking Jones Jr.
Can't dunk
at
everything.
the rim. The Celtics are already an elite team with Al Horford in the place of Porzingis, but when you see him have quarters like that, where he's the best defender on the floor and a complete nightmare to defend offensively, that is what has made them a historically great team during the regular season and now the playoffs. And then there's the third piece to the Brad Stevens puzzle, Derek White. When Boston initially traded for White, well, not everyone was happy, with this article not only claiming it was a disaster, but going on to say this will rank among the worst trades in Celtic history. It will be remembered in the same category as Chauncey Billups for Kenny Anderson in 1998, suggesting Brad Stevens had been possessed by the ghost of Rick Pitino. This is why Brad Stevens is a general manager, and the person writing that is not. Because trading for Derek White
since
he went bald, he got better. Slightly better than one of the worst trades in Celtic history, but it is proven to be nothing short of a stroke of genius, turning a good role player in San Antonio into an all-star level player in Boston. Yes, an all-star level player. Because when you have the ability to block shots like a wing, guard with intensity on the perimeter, and then score and facilitate at a high level from all 3 levels, you're an all-star level player. I mean, over his last 36 playoff games for Boston, he's averaging 15, 3 and 3, and over a block a game on nearly 50, 40, 90. And whilst raw numbers might not blow anyone away, this is all the whilst being one of the best defenders in the NBA and being capable of making shots at a consistent rate that role players simply do not make. Like here with the shot clock winding down and Dallas making some inroads on the lead. He just casually pulls from 30 feet, which felt like an absolute dagger in the heart of Dallas. Or here where he gets the ball in the corner, he spins off Jones before floating it in over the 7-footer. The box score numbers will never resemble an all-star level player, but for the people who watch him consistently, it's clear that his impact is at that level, or at the very least, very close to it. Now, if you did make it all the way to the end of the...
Who y'all think better, Drew Holiday or Derek White? That's a question. Who's better? If they had to get rid of one, if they had to, who you think they would get rid of? I get me. Today I get rid of Holiday. I ain't gonna. I think Derek White better than him right now. Derek White younger. He just do more. He do more. I feel like he can get a bucket better than Drew, and he playing the same defense. So, what we really talking about here? You know, I know some of y'all might take Drew. It's respectable. You know, it don't matter which way you ever go. It don't matter. You feel me? It don't matter. But y'all feel like they finessed the NBA. They definitely finessed the NBA. 100%. 100%. I don't know how y'all let the Wizards just stupid. Y'all let Porzingis walk for two first rounds. So y'all got a bag of Fritos and some fruit snacks for Porzingis. All right. The NBA should look into that for tampering. They should be fined for doing some stupid shit like that. You're not supposed to get niggas free championships, bro. What's wrong with them? Just because y'all not about to win don't mean they not. The fuck, bro? Hey, man. If y'all like this video, drop some thoughts in the comments. Like it up, subscribe, man. I'm gone. I ain't talking to y'all no more. I'm finna go to your auntie house. Peace.